up Talon's alley.
It's cleaver time!
On the Tusk, like we all know what this man did with. I do enjoy Boom's draft as well. I think they have exactly what they wanted. But
well,
I
tried.
Under time pressure, and I feel like pressure is the thing that always gets Boom in the end. So while my heart is still with them,
prepare
and I think they have a
for
good
battle.
lineup, I have to favor Talon here. I'm not gonna let my heart decide for me again.
Let your heart decide. What that is some Disney movie. I cannot remember which one.
Aladdin.
Anyway.
I do.
Oh yeah. That is Aladdin.
Tell me, princess.
We could do a duet there, because we do need both a man and a woman voice. I'm not that good at singing, but who cares? It's all about fun. We're not going to be doing it now, guys. Don't worry. Do not leave the stream. We are definitely just going to be bringing you Dota action here with Talon versus Boom Esports. Game number 2. It is upper bracket. Whoever loses is not out of the tournament, but whoever wins is going to the upper bracket final, securing themselves top 3 here at the BTS Pro Series Season 14 in Southeast Asia. I'm going to have to say that I do prefer Talon's lineup as well, because Lina has been in the meta so much, and I feel like if she's first pick, that good teams have an idea of how to play against it, and I'm always in favor, if you know what your enemies are gonna pick, if you have a counter for it, go for it. That is the best way to just completely break them and show that you're a better team. So I'm gonna be leaning Talon here.
I wonder if these Lina should be starting to build like
the battle
early ace.
Begins.
Everybody's on the physical.
Come and fight me!
I don't know if then you're gonna be as strong, as fast of a farmer. I don't know. It's it kind of doesn't feel like a good item for the Lina. I'd rather get the Shiva, because you already have an overwhelming amount of attack speed.
Yeah, yes you do. It's really all about if you want to do anything as well, or if you have regen a lot versus the Spark Surf. Better as well. We're going to have to see what is. The Lina side of the matchup has been developing as well. The start where a bunch of teams would use the flavor and really good. You gotta do something. You gotta play it.
The Natsumi now, he also got to smack this Tusk, show him who's boss right now, but you might just make him mad for the later portions of the game. For now, Jabz is going to be taking some damage, xNova taking some damage overall. It's not going to be anything serious, and both of them are going to be living through it. So is this game going to be the same like the last one, Boom Esports doing well in lanes and then suffering later on, or do you think it's going to be slightly easier for Talon at the start?
And a lot of it depends on this top lane, where especially on level 2 and 3 here, Q and Jabz can kill this Lina 2 or 3 times. Then the entire engine behind this draft is gone, and they'll have 2 space makers for a hero that's too far behind. So that is the really worrisome part.
I really like that analysis. I agree with it wholeheartedly. Mid lane, so it's again going to be a T8 this time around, not against the Kunkka, but against the Tiny. Is this going to be any different? Does Mikoto come out as the winner this time, or does he again suffer at the hands of Yopaj?
I think that the 3 has... Tiny has a lot more trouble yet. Oh, there we go.
Now who wants to be second?
That's not an auspicious start. Anyway, I do think that the Tiny has an easier time taking the refraction off than it needs to, but then it also becomes about trading mana for him. Whereas for the Kunkka, it is slightly easier to just clear the wave without doing that. So for Tiny, this depends a lot on rune control. It means his supports would have to be able to move out of the side lanes. I don't really see either of them getting a good opportunity to do that. So Yopaj, once again, reliant on how other lanes are doing as well. Man, Natsumi just took a beating.
Yeah, Jabz, or I don't know, these offlane Tusks in Southeast Asia, they're just so good at snowball saves, at snowball dodges, that is insane. I think Lina only got 1 stun on the Tusk for the entire lane, and also that comes through because he's always saving him too. It was just beautiful. They dodged the stun. It would have been a double stun otherwise, and then Natsumi gets speeded up quite a lot. In the end, though, no one will be going down, and Natsumi with the healing salve will be back up to full. No magic once charges though, so next time they go for him, Natsumi might just die.
Go on level 2 and the next one. Go on level 3.
Dire structures.
A level 2 in shards. Jabz doesn't want to use it. Now he doesn't have a snowball, but again, every single time he's using it, it's during the light strike raid, so Natsumi can't really use that one. Q is going to be stunned up this time around. It will connect, but with too many creeps, Natsumi cannot be going forward. Bottom lane, Slark. Very low, does have the healing style. Seems like he's going to be fine. He's waiting here. Come on, Xepher. Come on, little squirrel. Here, fishy, or here, squirrely. The top not going to be connecting an FBZ at 23 Savage. He's going to be smacked down, and Ollie, he comes close to that thunderclap as well, so he might be clapped to death as well, but no, he will be getting himself out. But that was a nice attempt from 23 Savage. In the end, not good enough.
And surprisingly enough, different safe laner going down, and the one I expected to go first here is Natsumi though. Close.
And it's not looking good for the safe laners at all. Looking at their CS, they're also struggling in that department, but the Brewmaster FBZ is having a time of his life. This is gonna be a very fast Spirit Vessel, because we see that this is the item that he wants to go for.
Fast Spirit Vessel, good versus the A.K.A. charges, brings a lot of damage to the table in general. And of course the Brewmaster can pretty much build what he wants anyway. It's gonna have to be an Axe at some point, right? But otherwise, his function is to be a team fight in a bottle, and you can build whatever your team needs on top of that.
My bad there. He wants to get a Vanguard. I guess you can disassemble it for the Spirit Vessel, but that does make sense as a good move. We'll see if FBZ does go through with it, or is he going to be going for an Urn first here. But the Vanguard usually against the Slark might not be the best item, but these two actually do quite a solid amount of damage. So. Even without any items that are going to be going in that direction. So I guess having tankiness is not going to be too bad.
Adding this a lot of extra damage, especially because they will most likely not struggle to get more kills here.
BZ and Xepher are really pressuring here. Slark is farming as much as he can. But it is definitely not ideal. Finally, he's going to be getting a ton of CS there under his tower. Lina, on the other hand, Natsumi, not just yet, but there is a couple of creeps that are coming towards him that should be able to get farmed up pretty fast. And again, they're rotating towards Mikoto. They want to shut down this TA once again.
And she is a very juicy target. For example, the avalanche. Easy. Refraction down, if she still has it up at all. Gets found.
Ollie does come over this time around. They're not going to be allowing their mid laner to be in trouble, but xNova is at least going to be finding an Invis. Is this going to be enough to live with a sentry drop down? They definitely will. They don't even need the telekinesis. The damage output from Mikoto is just so big, and the Marcy is down.
And it means that Natsumi has to play a pretty dangerous game here, dragging his creep wave all the way to the back of his tower, because as soon as that Rubik shows back up, you are going to die, and you cannot be anywhere close enough. Gets away out of it though. Is unchained. And a pull.
Last game where gone.
Get out of there.
That's a nice one. Finally, they catch him. I mean, the damage output of the Slark and of the Elder Titan is actually quite high, especially against the Hoodwink if you get on top of that squishy hero, and they finally did manage to catch her.
They wanted to try for Jabz. Really, the only way that was going to work was if he blinked and actually tried to snowball dodge the fake pumped light strike array that Natsumi used. He did not. That means he was home free.
When you say he blinked, do you mean like in real life? Just closed his eyes for a second?
Staring contest.
Okay. So Jabz, if you go away from your computer, they might kill you. But now they're gonna be trying to do it without that one. Snowball going for that one, but there is gonna be a bushwhack waiting for him. Once he comes out, Xepher not gonna be using it immediately, but you're surrounded by trees, and you're gonna be tied to one of them. Uses the shards to get himself closer to the Lina, but in the end, it is gonna be Xepher with his rotation that claims the kill.
And Yopaj is actually also ambling towards his top lane. He doesn't really want to go up here solo, but he knows there's stacks here, and he knows they can kill Mikoto with the amount of heroes that they have.
Avalanche stop, and he's gonna stop that one there, Sled, but Natsumi comes over onto Mikoto, and that's gonna be a nice kill. And also, the stacks are gone, the TPs are coming through, but no one cares. Boom are out.
Very, very efficient. Now Jabz is sitting on the top lane staring at Gigabyte, who's suddenly a level ahead of him. How is that supposed to happen?
Looking at Boom play this way 2 games in a row, I'm even more surprised that they got eliminated, because this is
some high quality stuff, right?
Yeah, first 15 minutes of the game, they move so well, they understand everything, but I guess I'm gonna use it right now. They're just the intro boys.
So, well, FBZ shows up with level 6. He won't actually have to use it here, I think.
Under attack.
Yep. You only need to be one of him to go for Ollie, who stops the ground. Oh, they're sleeping on the job. You need to be awake if you want to get the kill, and Dragon Slave will get it there. Meanwhile, Rubik did die in the mid lane as well. We are seeing a repeat from game number 1. It was also 6-3 in favor of Boom Esports, but they did shut down the TA a little bit harder. Actually, this TA is also having a pretty bad time. Xepher, speaking of bad times, might be sent to the base immediately. Not gonna be happening. 23 Savage using all of this time to apply a lot of pressure to this bottom tier 1.
Yep, that is one of the things that Talon really understood well in the last game as well. Making sure that Boom is always going to bring numbers. That means that whoever is on the lane opposite of them will be able to pressure tower. Do that instead of maximizing. Boom will be playing on the towers really hard.
xNova just got out somehow. I mean, Talon did mess up a little bit there, but overall he outplayed them insanely well, right? They used all their spells, all of them hit, but the task was left on the low ground after he hit with the snowball. He couldn't go for the right click, and that allowed xNova to just jump away with a rebound and actually live through a situation where he should have died 100%.
To the bottom lane. That's a rough kill though. 8 Slark.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
See? And he knows. He was also well aware of the situation. He has a ward and a sentry here in his own jungle, so Yopaj isn't going to be finding anything.
Dire's structures
They're
are
going to be finding some tower pressure though.
Dire's top tower is under
Abandoned their own
attack.
safe lane tower and are coming for the Slarks.
He wants to stay here though a little bit longer. Gonna be jumping to the side. Oh, that's just beautiful. If he did that on purpose just to dodge you, he's gonna have to go for Yoki here if you want to live TP out. It is available. Yopaj already used his spells, and this is a Slark that is alive. He does create some space there, but ultimately, Boom Esports, they will take this tower.
Yeah, exactly. What you're hoping for is a situation where you delay them long enough. A good situation.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Boom not really giving them any sort of defense, and now they're already looking to find that mid. It's one of the big advantages of Dire, right? You take that safe lane tower, and you can immediately walk on to get into this little cluster of trees here and threat.
That's exactly what they're doing, but Talon, I don't know if they ever wanted to TP to the bottom lane. I really like that you drew there on the map. We caught that one, and Xepher and xNova, they're exactly there, but I don't think you really want to be fighting against the Brewmaster. Mikoto caught nice lift up there just in time, and then the sharpshooter won't be doing any TA, didn't take any damage, but in the end, he might actually just go down, doesn't have a way to hide himself, standing his ground and fighting. In the end, he lives, but FBZ, he wants to change that one, turn into a little piggy, squeal, Mikoto is gonna have a reflection in a second, not gonna be able to use it. The Fateful actually does a lot of damage. This could be a big one for Talon, but they just don't have the heroes. Where's Jabz? He's running over, but a little bit too late.
Got it.
Dire's top
And
tower is under
FBZ
attack.
might actually be happy that his ult got cancelled there because didn't need it after all.
Oh, for sure. I guess Talon now wants to force out that Brewmaster ulti on the defensive. Yeah, Jabz. He went aggressively onto Yopaj. That is not gonna work. This timing is strong, especially now with the sidekick. The damage he's doing is insane. Okay, they kind of overlap their spells in a bad way there. It's not going to save Jabz's life, but Boom Esports, their communication 13 minutes into the game, it is starting to fail a bit, maybe just like in the previous one. Now the Brewmaster is going to be sleeping. He had a little bit too much to drink there, and now he's going to have to go for his boosted buddies here, or is he? He's actually still living. He'll lift him up in the air. Oh, Jabz did a perfect time. Bait that man. Slark, no jump, no dark back. He's going to have a dark back in a second. Maybe he can get himself to the low ground. No, he's just trying to run away. He's going to be stunned out. up and then sharpshooter in the back. Xepher gets the kill. What a bait by FBZ. Ollie might be able to kill him right now because FBZ is gonna come very low HP. Actually, Ollie, you do no damage. The snowball is coming through though. He doesn't take Ollie. The miss stun from Natsumi, and that's gonna be a kill onto Jabz. Ollie will be taking down Natsumi though, stranded, surrounded by heroes. xNova is dead. Natsumi, what do? You have to stand your ground and fight. Fight until the end. Yopaj will help you. Yopaj will save it. It's gonna be Mikoto. They're gonna take it out. Snowball save. Go with Natsumi. Cool girl there. Your hair is on fire, but now she's gonna be not for long though with the punch to the face. Mikoto, he is living the avalanche. No, he's not getting out. One more for Mikoto. He's actually living. He's living. The top is gonna be out. 1 second before the refraction comes from Yopaj is out. He's not playing it, but the traps. That's what I set them. Chasing all my traps will help you, but no, they will not help them. That's enough. At BZ, he's gonna be stunned up by the stolen LSA, but Q and 23 Savage, they just don't do the damage on the other parts of the fight though. Xepher will be caught. He does have the ulti there, but in the wrong direction. Anatol's cargo just is so high. Look at this. He's splitting mountains. They have the power for this, but they still keep bringing him down finally. Jabz will get engaged with Ollie. He gets his space down, so he has the armor and they're beating in. But he needs a little bit more time. Doesn't have the ulti, will have to jump out. xNova, he can hit a lot of times in a second, but this guy when he hits, he's pretty hard. 23 Savage thinking about engaging. But I hit the back. It wasn't just baiting you guys and you think you're hard, but we are still alive. FBZ, he's gonna be using the event. That is gonna be enough. Jabz, I have an urn for you as well. The ashes of 23 will be sprayed across Jabz. I don't know if that's what he wanted. Jabz jumps to the side. Oh, he bounced out. The acorn bounced off there because that's just how the game works. It wanted to follow Jabz and it shows them the way. I have no idea who won that engagement, but that is why I have my analyst.
Yeah, and your analyst is going to say, well, it was pre-15 minutes and Boom wanted to play that one fast and they got out on top there.
Okay.
Plays though, the Blink Dagger coming in so clutch from Jabz, and the faith of Talon to go back in on several of those plays, and Jabz is like, trust me bro, I can save you out. And he does, several times in a row. But they were stretching it really thin there, and now mid tower, Boom's not slowing down. Boom wants to play fast. Boom wants these 15 minutes to last for a lifetime.
Yeah, I mean, Broom. Yeah, he has the Primal Split. He used it in the previous fight that ended a second ago, but he has it again. That's just how it goes because it was a 3-minute fight. That is just normal. TA did buy a shard. Very interesting there from Mikoto. He did buy an early one in the previous game as well.
This one feels even earlier.
True.
Of course, early game silences are
Radiant
super
are
powerful.
scanning.
The fact that you can really contribute to your team while meanwhile just being farming. Traps is very powerful. I like the purchase a lot. It came from a weird angle.
Yeah, weird angle. Xepher's gonna take a lot of damage, but then again, so is Jabz. xNova a little bit too deep, and the damage will be sufficient. Ollie gets the Laguna Blade to the face, but he's running away. Will be fine for now. Yopaj with a haste rune. He's not gonna allow Ollie to live, but on the other hand, Jabz will be taking down. Yopaj comes over. Doesn't do any damage to him. 23 doesn't want to be using his ulti. And use it, my friend. You're not gonna be allowed to either way. It's a 2-for-1 favor inside of Boom. That's why they've caught the room, and that's gonna be the third one. He has to stolen Laguna Blade. He has to zap someone. He's gonna zap FBZ, but he's gonna live through it. The Thunderfly is doing all the damage. Here comes the split. His wing is split, and FBZ finally dies. At least Boom Esports gets some. At least Talon gets something, but they will be defending the tower for now. I don't know for how long this can continue, though. Kips, Mikoto. Yeah, they are. Ooh, look at xNova. Look at xNova, you just came back to the world of the living, and now they found the lead on Natsumi. You thought you can run away, and it's not all saying that from the bush like Jabz is just 2 good spells. Don't work on him.
Nope, no they don't. Boom loses a couple of heroes there, but they do get what they came for. Not only do they get the middle tower, but the Lina just finished off the BKB, so she is still farmed to hell and back, and the pressure Talon has been responding to all of these points, and it's costing them on the net worth chart.
It definitely is. It definitely is. But I'm very much afraid of this damage that Mikoto does with the tag team and the natural order, and that's a level 1 tag team, really. Because I saw what he does to xNova. xNova is not a hero when Mikoto starts attacking him, and the Deso, once it comes out, it's gonna be a problem. And he again finds a DD. I mean, every single time there are runes coming out, then there isn't really much to talk about other than these guys just bashing each other's heads in.
Yeah, well, you could see throughout the fight there that Yopaj was actually learning that he needed to take down Ollie. Ollie, Elder Titan as a defensive hero, is so stupidly powerful, especially if he has all of the vision to make those decisions with, and they're going to start focusing him more now, for sure. He's not going to get that many more of these amazing stops off. He is not going to be able to just sit on xNova and wait for the rest of his team to kill him. I don't think it's going to happen.
Oh man, FBZ, he has gotten an axe. He does have a primal companion right now, so he's never gonna be alone again. He's gonna be deciding what to use to farm, what to use to be annoying. It is just very, very tough to deal with these pandas just running around the map now.
Great vision for a relatively cost. Utility. Again.
Radiant's
They
top
didn't
tower
do so
is
for
under
quite
attack.
some time, to be honest, but they were constantly keeping the TA off creeps, so she couldn't farm as much. Then again, Delina couldn't farm as much, but look at Natsumi. He's actually insanely farmed. BKB, Maelstrom, the next item is going to be a 4-staff. He knows he has to get out of the shards, and with this he'll be able to.
Double damage.
Presumably going straight on into the Dragonlance afterwards to keep this up as he does that, and in general making him harder
Dyer's
to
bottom
engage.
tower is under attack.
Does really need to jump.
Now Yopaj, speaking of jumps, he has been jumped. FBZ comes with the Storm Panda, he lifts up the Tusk, but they are going to be chasing forward. There are some traps there. FBZ was spotted, but the traps will not be used. I guess you do want to continue moving forward, especially with the DB still being there. And yep, there it is. Jump onto the blue master, get the silence. And he's okay, he gets the ulti off. You're a little bit too deep. More than a little snowball this time around, only going to be saving himself. Your TA will be dropping down. Talon get ahead of themselves.
And I think that is the first time that I've seen a snowball save not work out, which is frankly the way it's supposed to work.
Not to work out. The Hoodwink, dead, Rubik, dead, supports, dying left, dying right, but Boom Esports again come out ahead.
They are really completely unafraid to lose heroes in this process. So far so good. Talon, again with a little bit of a beauty draft, do get punished this time around. This Slark is still not at an Aghanim center, so he's going to be contributing anything before this Aegis is already now.
He can disassemble the Echo Saber if he wants it now. But look at it, he's just gonna be annoyed by the Storm Panda as well. He's going for a TP out. Not gonna be. Ooh, FBZ. Not in time there.
I'll take that.
This is looking much better for Boomkips. They had an Aegis on Delina, they took it away from the TA.
Yeah, and she is in fact building that AC now. It's going to be so helpful, not just for her, but for everybody in this game. That natural order will come for all of you.
Invisibility.
A regular armor has been taken away from you.
Radiant's top
Especially
tower
because the
is under
Tiny is
attack.
going for the Aghanims, so he's not really going to be contributing too much in the defensive regard. Yopaj,
Radiant structures
again,
are
might
fortified.
get caught in the same place, but he's not going to
Radiant's
fall
top
for the
tower
same
is
thing.
under attack.
Glyph was used, and they see them with the Spirit there.
Dyer's bottom tower
You can
is
see
under
how much
attack.
effort that Boom have put into talking about what the contribution should be, because they never kill these creep waves straight on. There's not a hero sitting on the high ground waiting. No, they're killing it from the side. Rolling 2 waves at the same time from this high vantage.
Dyer's bottom tower.
Last game, they were trying to control areas, but they never could. Now, they are actually able to do it with a superior team fight, and it's all because of the Brewmaster. I really like that one. I think it was a big mistake from Boom to let it through.
Radiant's top tower
So as well,
is
but
falling.
maybe they thought that they had him in the bag because you know that TA pick we saw is coming from a mile away as well.
They have an axe. They have an axe on Jabz, and Lina has been caught 23 times. She's gonna jump over that one. xNova jumps in. Natsumi, the 4-staff, will be fine. But he's very low, and he doesn't have a BKB any longer. The stomp will be there onto FBZ. The thunderclap was stolen. Nothing to bit too much there. And it is gonna be a 1-for-1. Again, favoring Boo.
Walrus kick. I saw it in the build-up, but like, there was too much else to talk about. But yeah, this is a huge threat, and one of the reasons that this Lina desperately had to get her own saving items already is this Tusk will just peel her out of his forces, kick her into, well, heaps of danger. On the other hand, I think that this is also why the axe from the Tiny makes sense, because people will be clustering around this Lina. Talon will have the Slark and the TA on short range hitting into her, and this axe is a countermeasure. It's like, alright, fine, you're going to be hitting her, I'm going to be hitting you from a distance.
Much harder.
You just have to, exactly, you're just going to have to tackle all of it.
This is, you know, the intro to that one Q. He is gonna be like sending the news to his teammates. There is something on the other side that throws trees, and it hurts quite a lot. 23 Savage gonna be stunned up. He's getting low, no man on the Lina, and Natsumi is gonna be giving a little bit here to 23, and he can't jump out. He made a mistake. He now has to run. He gets to get himself into the trees to heal up, to get the movement speed. Nice juke around, but he's still being seen. Pounce in 3 seconds, and he's being chased up by the other ones as well. Tiny coming over. He does have a blink in 4 seconds. 23 Savage get into the trees. He's gonna use a dark back there. So Butchwap not gonna be doing anything. He's still alive. Avalanche will connect. And here comes the tree volley. But he jumps over that one and the stomp onto the Tiny. He'll get slapped under the tower, but no one there to respond.
And that means that they immediately went on to FBZ in the mid lane. Jabz trying to get an engagement there. Forces or baits out. Don't know exactly what it is yet.
Baits out. He baited it out. He's full HP on FBZ, so they didn't really have to do it. Here comes the sharpshooter. Misses onto Q, who wasn't moving, so not so sharp there. FBZ getting himself out. Mikoto is following. Avalanche was used on the other side, not too much there. And the side onto the Panda. Now FBZ goes down. No primal companions, no splits, no life. Talon finally finds a good engagement, and it's now chase time.
Very well done by Jabz there. That was really just a fantastic hit, because otherwise that Brewmaster keeps on holding the middle lane. You can't actually kill him before the rest of his team shows up again. Now you're going to get a tower. Isaac was really a non-engagement. He was just fishing. The way you could get something there is if, once again, Brewmaster blinks, he loses the staring contest.
Yep. He did Boom Esports. They're going to be equalizing the towers going down, but actually having a better trade yet again, getting down at tier 2. Considering they already had a tier 2 on the top lane, taking a outpost was already on the menu, so that is not going to change too much. Gold 3k, the TA and the Slark, we talked about their greediness. Does this mean later on in the game they're going to be an issue?
Probably, but I gotta say that Yopaj is really good against both of them, especially with that axe online. Talon is going to have to probably engage with the Gigabyte in different places, because they're ever in the center that it's not killing the Tiny at that very second. They are going to get one hell of a tree volley top.
I'll see if Yopaj does manage to do that one. He was really strong in the previous game. This time around on the Tiny, his team is doing much better, so he himself might not need to put everything on his shoulders. Yopaj going for a BKB next.
Even less of an appealing target. Really, the thing that I just want to see, finally, is Revenant's for Tiny. Please.
Oh. Does it?
Yes.
Does it work with an... Oh, okay. Goodbye, everyone.
It does. Yes. It does. Slark? You have armor, you say? You have agi? Well, guess what? You're not exactly a pipe fire.
He has a mage slayer. It's the next best thing. That's imagine he hits the Tiny and then he like a Revenant's Brooch, let's go, and he does no damage because of the mage slayer. That would actually be very funny.
That would be really funny. But I think the Revenant's Brooch would be like a super big invention already, because I haven't ever seen it on Axe Tiny. Maybe Tiny just don't have that kind of item development.
FBZ has Shivas. They're itemizing gold against this physical damage. That's really all they're gonna have to be fighting against. The magical damage on the Talon side isn't that high. And boom, you're going for a smoke. They want to engage your gifts. This is a good move.
really depends on who they're going to get the catch. Talon
Radiant
is up
are
in Mordor.
scanning.
It's not easy to walk up in there. You don't just do that. FBZ has a panda in front, sacrificial. Doesn't really just...
It is going to be the primal companion, the storm panda that is going forward, bringing the storm towards Talon, and they see them on the outpost. Nice 4-stab from Xepher, jump in, jump out. 23 Savage doesn't want anything else to do with that one. He will protect the outpost, and for now, no one will dare to engage.
As long as that standoff continues, Talon is favored here. They have eyes on the Roche. They have Roche behind their lines. Slark? So hard.
Avalanche, he might get a dark back off. He uses his ulti. He has been broken, so he's not healing. He's not healing at all. The air splitter is there. He's gonna jump out. That's gonna be doing a ton of damage overall. The boom, jump in, kick back. Goodbye, xNova. That's gonna be a good start to the fight. The Stolen Sharpshooter not gonna be doing anything for the Rubik, at least not for now.
Oh, the Titan in his choke point with all the vision factors. Yeah, they're coming for FBZ, and now?
Trees flying in.
Tree volley you wanted.
Yeah, that's not the one. Now another kick back to with the support of Jabz. Oh, 1-2. Who wants a match against this guy? Lina, BKB, TP out. No bashes will be ready, and FBZ will get himself out as well. You don't kill the cores, but the supports are just such easy pickings for Jabz.
Boom really was not ready for that. They were so hyper-focused.
I have punching for you.
The supports being right for the take now is... They were not ready for that.
They want to continue going forward. They still have the catch. Jabz does have that ether lens. That's why he's able to kick them so much. His legs, they are extending. And FBZ might get one in the backside. And there it is. He's going to be kicked back. He does have the ulti, so not going to be the easiest one to kill Jabz. He has put himself in a very uncomfortable position.
Yeah, as it turns out, FBZ does not need a rescue mission. You can just stand there and look at them.
Yeah, I don't care. Too fat, too strong, too sturdy. He lives easily.
And that means that his team just has the time to punish Jabz for his excellence instead. Roche?
And Baden didn't really need all that much time. Yeah, it's gonna be coming up fairly soon. So that's gonna be a shard. Roche PA already has hers. Slark has his. I guess you want to give it to the Rubik if you are if you're Talon. If you're Boom Esports.
Absolutely.
If you're
Esports, you've already got it over on Hoodwink. Tiny?
Brew,
Tiny or Brew?
makes sense. Just don't give it to Lina. They did find Mikoto, but a stop is gonna be insane. And look at xNova. Just kidding. Don't look at xNova. You can't. He's dead. The FBZ dropping low. Have to be very careful against this TA. And the Lina has been found. He's gonna be kicked. He's not gonna be uncomfortable position. He's not gonna have a ton of armor onto Natsumi. He's keeping him alive, but it's not gonna be keeping you alive for long. The tree volley is coming. Mikoto doesn't care about the trees. The refractions will keep him safe. The stomp from Ollie. They found the Tiny sleeping on the job, are we? And your job is not a very nice one. You think you can take me out away from us? Not gonna be happening. Punch into your big rocky face. And Mikoto does get a double kill with the Roche opening up just like that. Talon are back in the game. They're in the lead. They'll get the Roche.
Must have known that, you know, they were always going to be fighting uphill. It was always going to get harder and harder and harder as this game went on. But it hurts to see it happen every time because they've been playing so well up until this point. And unfortunately, they simply can't hold on to that tempo. And Mikoto is going to get rewarded with an Aegis as a result. There's too much stuff on the ground. Let's see. Aghanim's shard should be good.
He's holding for him currently. You know, he already has one, so he doesn't want the Tusk to get any wrong ideas, even though I love the bigger shards. They're really not that useful, not nearly as useful as a Rubik defensive lift. And there it is. Q does get his one.
Alright, I even want to say that the new Tusk shards are also not as useful as you guys said.
True, especially in the 4-staff meta, I would agree. If it wasn't that every hero has 4-staff, maybe not, but currently definitely doesn't feel like a good shard upgrade.
I mean, you're saying every hero has a 4-staff, but really though, this is the first game where I think that the appropriate amount of 4-staffs are being bought.
Yeah, one on the TA, one on the other Titan, so there's still 2 4-staffs on each side. I really don't like when Dota UI doesn't calculate every armor there. So Brewmaster should have what, 27? Yeah, 27. Doesn't matter. We're all good at maths here, so we'll get the calculations in easily.
Sure. Mine have been counting on spreadsheets.
Doesn't matter. Mikoto. That is a very, very nasty hero to deal with, and again does have a DD in the bottle. Crystallus in the backpack, so once the DD is used, then the crits are going to be coming out as well. Natsumi is trying to farm even more. He really needs this Lincolns. If you don't stop the kickback, you're done for.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Strong winds keeping the...
Jockeying for position. How often do you see that?
Too often. Tusk now has a Octarine that's gonna make his cooldown so small. We all know how much he loves to use his spells. Goodbye, xNova. Oh, there is gonna be a couple of trees flying, but immediately silence with the Tiny. You don't want to use your BKB. He's gonna be lifted up, pulled back as well. Smart, keeping everyone else at bay so they cannot assist the Tiny. I know he's kicked back as well. Imagine this guy can move mountains with his feet. Jabz, so strong, and he wants more. Brewmaster is gonna be next. He does have the Overshield Totem to get to the low ground. Beautifully used, but the Slark is a little bit more mobile than that. A couple of force stats as well. You like saving people? Well, who's saving you, Zephyr? That's the third one that gets kicked and punched into oblivion by Jabz.
Jabz is having such a phenomenal game. First, the timing on the Blink Dagger for that ridiculous fight on the bottom side, and now all of these kickoffs, all of these kickbacks into the later portions of the game. Ooh, that's fire. Watch for them, look at that.
Shut out the load assault, he's a little bit early there, but he's still gonna be going into a snowball. Yeah, come even further. But then he's gonna go for the split immediately. He needs to do it. Mikoto is gonna be stunned up. Slark jumps into the backline to prevent anyone from assisting FBZ in his forward fight. What was stolen? It's gonna be an LSA stolen from Delina. Really nice spell. And again, xNova, you thought that GeForce were protecting you, but they won't protect you from Jabz. The Storm on Delina. Natsumi, he is home. He thinks he is safe. He is sleeping, and now he's gonna be put to sleep for a good. Actually, Tiny's back up. The world of the living. 23 Savage jumps out. Mikoto, and there it is. The kick comes to Delina. Thinks the force that will save you, but it will not. They wake these two immediately. That's the first mistake that I've seen from Jabz. Miscommunication with Ollie. That could have been another round of kills.
Just get tossed out of the base.
Boom, they're looking at this one. They're looking at Ice Frog as well. If anyone had his picture as a loving guy that's giving us so much, they're gonna be ripping it apart after this game, because this decision to give Tusk the Aghanim set, it was a long time ago, but it really lost them this game without any chances to do anything.
Absolutely. I mean, it's the only chance they could have had, and it feels like really bad advice. The only chance they could have had is for Yopaj to not build a BKB and just go damage immediately. Buy this crit instead of the BKB and pray to the Lord that you're going to get a good opportunity. Because right now, sure, he has a tree holly, but he's not really doing anything. And then afterwards, they know his location, he gets kicked back into oblivion.
Is under attack.
Yeah, either you kill them in those 3 seconds that the trees are flying in, or you lose the fight. It seems like the latter is the thing that's gonna be happening here. The second lane of Axe gone.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
The only
Dire's
thing
top
that protects
barracks
the
has
third one
fallen.
is the fact that they still have
This is Boom Esports. They're all saying like, you go in front, no, you go in front, no, you, because they know it's not gonna be ending well for the one who is in front. Lina finally doesn't get the Lincolns here. A little bit too late, I would think.
What choice do you really have here? It's the age-old problem with these range carries. Sniper has it, Drow has it, Lina has it, where you need to itemize so defensively that at some point your biggest strength, which is big enough DPS to be not touched in the first place, really just gets lost in the din. That is the case here again. Like, sure, he has got a crit queued up right now as well, just like it's Tiny, but I think think it's too late to save him.
But he's at it, jumping in, he doesn't have the refresher, but he wants to get it. Jump in, jump out, testing the waters there, and he sees that Boom Esports, they are on the high ground. But yeah, you want to hold the high ground? Sure. We're just walking to your base, so you'll have to move.
Yeah, but be ready for the backstab, because they will do that to you. Exactly why they're lurking here still, why 23 still seeing it, he's being observed carefully looking at his ultimate status.
Once he has the quadruple ulti, I don't really know how you killed this Slark. You don't really have all that much lockdown on Boom Esports, and immediately he jumps in, he's gonna use the Dark Pact in one of his ultis. Like, there's no reason not to do it, especially once the refresher is done, and there it is now, it's gonna start getting delivered to him.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Grid turret and it's Ags.
Okay, so he only, and the Divine Vapor, so he only needs like 20,000 gold more, and then Boom Esports are gonna be on the right track though, considering that he only has 15,000 currently, so we are gonna have to see another 80-minute game, I would assume.
But, you know, that's probably, I have to actually look at it.
The dusk is always ready.
Okay, I'm
But
gonna
it's still 4% chance.
Oh, no wait, you looked or you knew? Because it is 4%.
Yeah, I looked. I was gonna use
Okay.
5.
Kips, even if you looked, you don't tell it to the viewers. You say you're smart, and then we're gonna make up a story. Yeah, when they were making an algorithm for the Dota Plus, they invited Kips to help them because she's just so good and she knows everything. But yeah,
Actually,
opportunity.
my brain that taps into that algorithm. That taps
Ah, okay, that does make sense. So, how much chance do these guys have? Kips say 2%, and then it sends it to our little screens. Yeah, does make sense. That's the exactly kind of technology I thought they had here in Dota in 2023. But Boom Esports, they cannot wait any longer. They have to fight. Their final lane of racks is dropping, and Talon, they know this is coming.
smoke breaks. Oh, that's a fast.
Yeah, and now they're gonna be going in onto the Lina, kicking her into you. They've already killed one side. He's gonna go for the split. Natsumi, he cannot there. He's dead. He's not low. He's just gone. The Yopaj will go for DPL. The shotgunner from Xepher. It will do absolutely nothing. Now to lift up onto the Hoodwink. Deal with Xepher very easily. Going for DPL. He will be successful at that, but FBZ will not survive. And with 2 cores dead and only 1 core and 1 support alive, Boom Esports, they have no other choice than to tap out of this one. It is going to be a 2-0 for Talon.
Talon, but I keep on coming back to it. The way that Boom played that